Welcome everyone, we are the Grin brothers and we have recovered from,
Fear.
Yeah.
Fear itself.
Yeah. I always felt the game was atmospheric, though it is somewhat depleted in this, bright room. But, oh gosh! No, I mean, atmospherically, but Tool Lady, oh gosh, she
caught me off guard.
Yeah.
That's why I don't play horror games.
I'm interested in trying out more horror games. A bit of tea time about that.
I never got a booby picture of Tool Lady.
No, you did not. I mean, you didn't even get the exposure shot.
I think
why you didn't get the Haruka and Fuki tag team fight might be because... oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
This part.
Wait, are they giving them all 5 to pick from? Or are these generic?
No. It's basic. It's a weird thing.
Alright.
I have no idea what is going on, but this may or may not be a good dream.
Ghost murder.
Oh, that's the end of
the episode.
Well, you know what? There's something you can do. Whilst we talk, you can play. You can try and see if you can make up for that B you got at the start.
On the first level.
Yeah, first proper level. You got an S there.
I'll take it.
Yeah, it'll give us time, because that'll be a nice relaxed level that you can talk about Pokemon Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon at. Or there's an A somewhere. Where was that A?
A on the second drop.
Was that?
And I've got another A as well.
Fourth drop. It's gone berries. You've got ever since you got the Crush Lens, basically.
Since I started using it.
Yeah.
Sure, why not? I'll replay this level.
You might as well get you more experience points to upgrade your camera because you do have the final boss fight.
Yeah.
Both Ren's and Yuri's final boss fights. Yeah. Me kind of draw the short straw. I'm wondering what content there was originally planned for the game that got cut out, because I feel that Shiragaki... No, Shiguki, the white-haired girl, was going to have more involved, because they had her on...
kind of just... I haven't seen her for 10 drops.
They have her on a lot of promotional stuff, and I feel she ties bearing to Ren's... Because I might as well say that there's 2 endings for... There's 2 pathways for Ren. One is Osei, the other is Shiguki.
Okay.
Of which of them you sort of effectively confront. But I feel Shiguki's ties more into Ren, whereas Osei's ties more into the overall story.
Yeah.
Give it a try.
I mean, it's got a good amount of plot sort of thing, but I kind of feel that Shiguki's tying into Ren specifically makes it feel like that's where you should go with it, because Osei gets covered by the other characters, in particular Yuri, a lot more.
I know how to take pictures, game.
Yeah, Pokemon Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon?
So
you basically barely got to talk anything about...
I'd compare it to Platinum version. They've upped the level of all the kahunas by a bit, at least.
Yeah, 1 level.
As a
swapped
minimum.
out some of the Pokemon.
What I did notice was when I was looking at their levels. I guess I'll say spoiler warnings.
Spoiler warnings!
I'm pretty sure most people have done Sun and Moon by now, but
Hala still uses Crabrawler as his main, doesn't he?
Yeah. They also have the same main.
Because the anime changed it, so...
Yeah, they have the same main, but they've changed up some of the others.
Remember that first ghost up above you? When you go inside. Also, you're not using Type 14, are you?
No.
This is a post-mortem photograph. It's not just a normal photograph.
There.
Perfect shot!
It's why Belmont sent
But yeah,
and this was this is the second time Ren sent someone to do his work for him.
the bit I noticed was Nanu's squads was 44 to 45, I think.
Wait, Nanu's? Oh, you searched in advance. I was about to say, you haven't gotten to him yet.
I saw a brief little bit of the 4th Kahuna's squad.
Yeah.
And they were all above 50.
Oh wow, that's a bit of a leap.
Yeah, I don't remember them being that high before.
I think that
More
that implies that
importantly-
more happens at the Aether Foundation.
Yeah, and on the third island, I think.
Well, hopefully they don't have it as much of a spike as before. I mean, to be fair, it was only a spike in levels, not a spike in Pokemon.
The
they
bit
actually
I
used.
noticed was the fourth Kahuna has a Golurk in their squad.
What?
Yeah,
Do they still use the same amount though? You know, because that one used 4, the others used 3.
I think the fourth one uses 4 or 5.
Oh. Well, 4 was what they used anyway. Yeah, the hands is.
Yeah, Nanu still uses 3, I'm pretty sure, but he might.
It's
use
funny
4.
that Yuri didn't raise this question to Hisoka earlier. Yeah, there's a bunch of hands peering out of the water. I mean, I guess Hisoka already knows Yuri's ability to see ghosts, but...
Yeah. I still have on my lens. Cool.
Yeah, it makes going back for the older levels so easy.
But the thing I found interesting...
I do have to try Nightmare
right,
Mode of this at some point, yeah. Yeah?
was I accidentally spoiled myself on some of the Rainbow Rocket stuff.
Okay, that's all post-game, right?
I believe so,
Because my fear regarding Luzamine, not just because of how the anime's handled her, is more because it was Faber shown off in the promotional artwork.
To be fair,
rather than
Luzamine, even in the canon plot of Sun and Moon...
is out of commission at that point.
Yeah, she's not
But
exactly...
Lysandre's dead.
No, you see, here's the bit that I'm going... this is spoiler.
Okay, super
Right.
spoilers. I don't care because I'm
Yeah, you...
unsure about, like, if I end up doing it for Nanka's Pokemon Miiverse Adventure, which I'm thinking I'd rather have that if I do it as a more than just after the Golden Silver. I'd rather have that probably as a trilogy in terms of... With my fan fiction, the problem is I always planned so far ahead and then I'd like lose interest in something like Smash Brothers. I lost interest in Smash Brothers. My Little Pony, I didn't enjoy the direction season 6 was going in. I think it was season 6.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't season 5, I can't remember. But after the 100th episode, I kind of lost track of watching it.
I can sense.
But, you know, and I'd plan ahead with it, and it's like, no, that's why originally I didn't want to do a follow-up to Red and Blue with a Gold and Silver. That was more because everyone wanted it.
Yeah.
I wanted to actually do Dragon Ball Fusions or Samurai Chronicles Warriors, because those are games I wanted to play, but I could do them as NPMA style instead. And that way I don't have to worry about continuing the story. I mean, I'm excited to doing the Gold and Silver continuation because I like the world I made, but it's kind of like I'm worried that I may get distracted or lose interest or thing. But yeah, so I may get either Ultra Sun or Ultra Moon. Well, I'd probably get Ultra Moon because I've got Sun for that, if I was forced to, but it's not something I look forward to in a sense, in terms of...
Yeah.
I look forward to it in terms of seeing, can they actually make me like it? You know, as in, not even if I criticise its quality, you know, can I like it in either aspect? Both, you know, if I can like it in terms of the world itself, which I didn't with Pokemon Sun and Moon. You know, like Diamond and Pearl, I liked it because it was charming. You know, so I may, but I'm not worried about spoiling the story. That may actually help me with writing a bit more for next Pokemon Universe. So, okay, everyone, you had your sufficient me rambling to say we're doing spoilers. Spoil away.
Yeah, you kind of took that on a rather big divergence.
Sorry, I just wanted to make sure there was a big space everyone knew spoilers.
So yeah, because the only way you can get Electrode in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon is in the Rocket Base.
That's interesting, actually.
Yeah, because it's a little reference to the whole Electrode Master Ball situation in the others.
Oh, I thought it was going to be a reference to the Gen 2 thing. You know, the Electrodes are being used as power sources, and then Lance murders them.
No, it's just kind of out of the way. But the... So yeah, and someone made a comment that it's like a shiny one that you get,
Maybe it's in this room.
which it isn't as far as I'm aware, because I looked on Cerebinet, it made no mention of it being shiny.
Someone encountered a shiny Quilver in Pokemon Colosseum. It is one of the worst things to ever encounter, though, because when you purify them, they have a chance of being de-shinied. The same amount of chance you have to encounter a shiny Pokemon, because effectively they treat it as if you're being given a new Pokemon. So, if you get a shiny when it's in shadow form, which he did, if you purify it, there's a chance it could no longer be a shiny.
That's incredibly stupid.
Yep. But yeah, so...
Yeah, so I was just looking at that. But I saw the squads of some of the...
You almost never have to do that again, you know.
bosses.
Crawling exposure shot. Yeah?
And I saw Maxie's in particular.
And it struck you as off?
He had Growldoon.
Oh.
And I saw some of the others.
They were legendaries.
They had their respective legendaries.
Well, like, it was already shown that Giovanni had Mewtwo, which makes no sense, given that Giovanni never had Mewtwo.
So, yeah, but they all have legendaries. The
Yeah.
legendaries they specifically went out to have,
Yeah.
effectively. So, with Maxie and Archie not being the correct design to begin with,
Yeah.
because they're Ruby Sapphire rather than the Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, which are just better designs.
They from alternative dimensions, then?
I think they might be alternate dimensions where they won.
Yeah, could very well be. Because, like, the Ruby Sapphire ones, they didn't really have much regret about their action.
Yeah,
they had a bit of it, but it wasn't well expressed. They certainly didn't do any sort of, like, attempt at redemption like they do in the Delta Emerald episode, where they're sort of saying, yeah, we're trying to reconsider what we can do and fixing things.
Hey, you're just going to hang? Get it?
So on to good things. But yeah, that's interesting.
I think that's what's going on with Rainbow Rocket. I mean, I'll find out when I get there. But given the whole theme of...
It's interesting because that way they could have had Luzamine still in it, in a way she won.
Yeah. But the other interesting part, which is also spoilers, I mentioned the Ultra Recon Squad to you, yeah?
Yeah.
They're a bit weird. They'd never seen Pokeballs before.
They come from the UB world.
Yeah.
So
they're from the Ultra Wormholes. They're aliens, effectively.
Ah. To be fair, that's been... Oh, does that tie into the guy who just flies up into outer space?
Maybe, actually.
And to be fair, the alien stuff has been referenced before. What is going to be really interesting is if they're ever going to explore the whole Kalos having such a ghost presence in its world. Because they meant more so than any sort of mention of alien sort of things, which
they were ghosts.
They mentioned aliens in. They mentioned aliens first time. Well, Teferi was the first time they mentioned aliens, but aliens got brought up again in a more of a bigger way with Unova, with an alien Pokemon being a thing.
Yeah.
And I think there was supposed to be more to do with aliens in the initial ideas because the website had there was a Pokemon website all about folklore and backstories of Pokemon.
Yeah.
And part of it did explore Unova and connections to aliens and such.
But remember, back in the day, there was folklore about a dude that made a sword and started cutting Pokemon up.
Yeah, and Diamond and Pearl has the most, I feel.
And also
which is weird,
Pokemon marriage.
Yeah.
Marrying your Pokemon.
Just fueling the Gardevoir fanfics.
Yeah.
Such as the wonders of the
And
thick
Lucario.
Gardevoir when you combine it with Snorlax. Like, so I want a thick Gardevoir. Oh, sure. Just takes Snorlax's head and gives it to the Gardevoir instead. That is a thing of beauty. That reminds me of that fur shop guy where it's like, the guy who's really good at fur shopping and people ask him to do requests and he does it. And if sometimes they'll mention, I really don't like this sort of person, he'll mess around with them by like focusing.
Can you make me a splice of Gardevoir and Snorlax? No particular reason why. I just think it would be cool if Gardevoir was a little heavier.
Oh,
I'll try and get that image up.
yeah.
So.
So that's interesting. You know, I mean, they could have had. I think that would have spoiled it straight away that they're from alternative dimensions or something if they did have Luzamine Doe from the get go.
Yeah, I think
whereas
that's
Faber is believable there. But I do.
Damn it, I missed.
Yeah, I do kind of worry that it demonstrates Faber as being put more in the villain role than Luzamine.
I mean, Faber was pretty villainy anyway.
I know, but I like how terrifying Luzamine is, and I want it again to have like I don't want to be Luzamine to walk to the side of good because I loved it when N tried to convince Gahitus, Father, please stop this, and Gahitus just went on this insulting rant to N, and it's like, wow, Gahitus is an irredeemable ass.
Gahitus is.
That makes it that makes it wonderful to beat him to the point where he gets driven insane. Like,
wait, was that supposed to be an expose shot? Or?
Yeah, I think in here or by defeat.
Right,
Grin could be mixing it up with the Ren mission. You never know.
I missed it.
That was a funny thing I did here. I equipped it to the strongest film I could and immediately crushed lensed.
Did it kill him?
Yeah, I one-shotted this ghost before. Although I think you have to still go through the tutorial segment, so...
I'm not going to equip strong lens anyway, because it'll decrease my points.
Yeah. Yeah, not as Terry as Tall Lady.
No.
Not as Terry, not as Terry!
Terry! Stop it, Terry!
No, Terry! Oh gosh, Flash! Oh! Didn't even know they had cameras made in like the 1800s.
Could you imagine if it was an old school camera, so you had to sit there for like an hour winding it up? Just... No.
I'm glad this never happened to you in the game. You know, just suddenly get grappled down by hands popping out of the water you've been splashed into.
Alright, thanks for that game.
No, it's the same as last time, remember?
Yeah. It's like the way how it doesn't really give you...
Oh no, they immediately just throw you into it.
Alright, bam. Oh wow, Crush Lands did absolutely nothing. Crush Lands is, to be fair, really weak.
Yeah. Anything else to Ultra Sun and Moon? Other than, you know, their wonderful insult to people who want gyms back.
The Cantonian gym is wonderful beyond all belief.
I mean, I don't mind the trials, but I do feel gyms were handled better in terms of connecting you with the characters.
I just feel it's a general improvement. I've made it a bit harder on myself.
Yeah, you
partly.
But because you're using Noibat.
And part of it's harder just because my squad. Part of it's harder because the game's just generally improved.
And all your perfect natures. You are experiencing my X and Y squad here.
I've one Pokemon that's actually got a good nature for it. Like a good nature. Not like an okay nature. A good nature. I've got 2 that have okay. Most of them are terrible natures.
I'm so glad Yuri saved Hisoka. That would have been downright terrible if Yuri got there too late and Hisoka was just dead. Because so much of it is about Yuri trying to repay Hisoka.
For a moment I thought you meant you're so glad Hisoka saved Yuri, and I was like, well, yeah, it wouldn't be much of a plot without her. Just be Ren.
Yeah, my Mimikyu was named Yuri.
Yeah, the only member of my squad that has a genuinely good nature for it is now it turns out I've been calling it the wrong name since the game came out. I've been calling it Pimikyu. It's not Pimikyu, it is Pukumuku, I think.
The hell!
Like,
well, it's like how I thought Puccina was called Puccina, but it's actually called Pucciana.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Turn it
yeah.
like that.
Let's see.
Let's have a look.
Let's see. My squad I've got was named because I named them after video game characters.
Pukumuku, yeah.
Oh.
How would you say that? Pukumuku?
Pukimiku.
Yeah.
Pukumuku. Weird. But yeah, my
it's so adorable.
Pokemon Sun version squad. I had King the Incineroar from Tekken, Arakune the Vikavolt from BlazBlue.
Well, I've been calling it Pamsimian. It's Passimian. Passimian, yeah, instead of Pamsimian.
Oh.
Which is really bad with names, apparently.
I thought it was Passimian.
Yeah, it's Passimian.
Well, Passimian.
Passimian.
You know,
yeah,
like
well, that's just
my... as in pass.
Yeah, that's just my accent, Liam.
Well, pass.
Passimian. Purely accent.
Got Terra, the naive Mudstale, which is very fitting for the video game character.
Yeah.
Use the darkness, Terra. Okay.
No, remember, he refuses to use it until he decides to use it,
and then kills her. Kills her.
You know, really, it's just strong enough to warrant just using it. Book is huge. Jesus, I didn't realise how big the books were.
Born the Wishy-Washy, based off the character of Nihilumbra.
Yeah.
Probably not the most fitting name, but I felt it worked, you know, because of the forming thing. Got a drawing of Born. I'll have to upload the Demon Art at some point. Got a really nice coloured sort of picture of it.
I don't even remember what I named my Moon squad after.
Lip the Lurantis from Panel de Pon. Not a planned inclusion, also ironically not a fairy, despite how I named it Lip from the Fairy of Flowers.
Yeah.
But I was originally going to go with Dramper, but that's too late in the game.
Yeah.
I can't even remember what I was going to name the Dramper now. I think Chopin if it was male, from Eternal Sonata.
Yeah.
And then my final one was Mimikyu, Yuri the Mimikyu.
How do you get higher grade then? Because I only missed one Exposo shot.
I think I've only got like a standard S. I've never been able to get S+. It's the hardest level to get max on for some reason. I've got like all the exposure shots and all that just to get the S. And it's just for some reason really difficult. For some reason,
Do you have to like?
but you got a tiny bit of experience points, so that's good.
So can I just say that something really annoys me?
What, in this game or Ultra Sun and Ultra Mid?
This
Okay.
Maiden of Blackwater.
Yes.
Why isn't it Maiden of the Blackwater?
Rafi, you heard what the original Japanese name was. Zero, a sodden raven-haired.
Why isn't
Maiden.
it Maiden of the Blackwater?
On the box it says Maiden of Blackwater as black and water as one word.
I don't know, it just annoys
There
me.
are so many different ways of doing this.
It just sounds wrong. Like, instinctively, it's Maiden of the Blackwater.
You know what was wrong? Tool Lady was wrong.
Oh, yeah. Don't remind
How
me.
dare you ladies be tall?
Do you know what else was wrong? Me thinking I was worse at Kirby Dream Course than you. Apparently that was a lie.
Yeah, it was a lie. And the start of our recording session all comes full circle. That's a good point to end it on.
You sucking at video games.
Oi. Cheer, everyone!
Bye.
At least I don't lie about video games.
You brought Legend of K and said it was going to be good.
I thought it was going to be good.
And I thought I was bad at Dream Course!